It's Friday morning on Leader Hill. That means it's time for New Haven County's premier student news broadcast. You're watching the Whitney Weekly.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael.
And I'm Carlos. And you're watching the Whitney Weekly. Today's Friday, February 4th.
We have a great show for you today.
Today, Ricky shared pictures from the snowstorm last weekend.
After that, Lizzie asks about winter sports.
But first, let's go down to Patrick's room for his lesson on Black history.
Free at last, free at last, take all the money.
That was the I Have a Dream speech, the most famous speech probably in the history of America, I would think, besides the Emancipation Proclamation. Well, it's Black History Month, and we wanted to highlight people in Black history, but there's hardly any bigger symbol of Black history than Martin Luther King. So to get the kids more acquainted with what Martin Luther King was about, we wanted to have them break down the speech and to do something with their hands to get involved and experience the words of the speech. I have a dream that on the red hills of Georgia, so this dream is a very important dream. It's not just a speech. They're going to take those images based on the last part of his speech, all the different mountaintops, hilltops he talks about, and make a book and write out "Let Freedom Ring" and then the name of the place on the top of it. So as they go through that, they're going through the speech and actually kind of experiencing his words. Turn to where it says page 4. I wrote it in really light marker there. Black history is American history. It's world history. And I think I want to give the guys the impression that, they are valuable, just like Martin Luther King said. He talked about dignity. And I want the kids to have a sense of dignity. And through learning, I think they gain that. They gain a sense of confidence and learning about who they are.
Stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day.
Thanks, Patrick. That was a great lesson.
The students learn a lot.
Now, check up on Ricky. Report on the winter storm.
Looks like a lot of fun in the snow.
Now, we have to get to Lizzie with questions of the week.
Hi, I'm Liz. This is the question of the week. The Winter Olympics start soon. What's your favorite sport to watch?
I do like watching skiing, but I think my favorite Winter Olympic sport is figure skating.
My favorite Olympic sport is men's and women's figure skating.
Skiing. Why is that? Because I'm a big skier and it's kind of my thing.
Skiing. Because I like the competition of all the different countries. Yeah, I do.
So I like the costumes.
I love the way they gracefully do their moves and their stunts.
I like to watch figure skating because the music is pretty.
Probably downhill skiing because I love to watch them flip around in the air.
My favorite sport is ice skating because I love to watch them twirl around on the ice.
I really like watching them do the really fast downhill skiing. It's very exciting.
My favorite winter sport is downhill skiing because they go fast down the hill in the snow.
My favorite sport is hockey. I've always liked hockey. I always got into it at Village because of one of the old staff who always taught me more about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. Now let's go to Courtney at the announcement desk.
Thanks, guys. We have a couple of announcements for you today. The kindness tree is up and running. We encourage you to acknowledge kindness all around you. More details on the future of the Whitney Weekly. Ability Media from Quinnipiac University interviewed some of the Whitney Weekly reporters recently, including me. You can find a link to the article in the comments or on the Whitney Academy Facebook page. That's all for today. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Courtney. That is all for today. I'm Michael.
And I'm Carlos.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
This program has been made possible by a generous grant from the ACES Education Foundation, enhancing ACES programs and services since 2003.